Welcome to the Supreme Network. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and click that button below. And today we will be talking about, as a man, do you think that you deserve the best? As a man, do you think that you deserve the best? And this is going to be motivation for anybody out there that's trying to be the best in life, do the best in their life, and acquire the best results in their life. But the first to be the best, you got to think the best. How do you think the best? Well, number one, what's your relationship with God? Do you have a correct relationship with the Creator? That one Creator that created everything. Because at the end of the day, you can have a lot of money, a lot of material, everything you want in the world and still not be your best. You know why? Because you still not at peace within yourself. How many entertainers and rappers and singers and actors that we see, they rich as hell, but they still at turmoil. They still angry. They still have drug addictions and they still have they going through more stuff than a person that's poor with no money because they don't have a connection with the creator. See, in order to be your best self, you got to know to put God first. See, me, I'm Muslim. And this is not a video to try to get people to become Muslim, but me being Muslim has made my connection greater with myself and the creator. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm praying 5 times a day. I'm watching what I say. I'm watching what I do. I'm watching, you know, everything that I put out. Because I know whatever you put out, the creator can make it come back to you. You get what I'm saying? So I'm very aware of how I think, how I talk, how I walk, how I move. And that's something that dudes gonna have to realize. That's the first step is one, putting that creator first, no matter what you do. Second, the second thing that you need to do is a self-reflection. What are my flaws? What are things that's wrong with me that I can fix? How is my money management? How is my confidence? How is my discipline? All of these things is things that can help you become the greatest version of yourself. What are my goals? What is my purpose? What am I good at? What do I struggle at? Self-reflection. So after you put the creator first and you know you got a connection to the creator, now do some self-reflecting. How can I better myself? How can I better my situation? How can I better my life and the people's lives around me? Because as a man, it's always essential that you want the best, that you be the best, and everything that you do is the best. But you can only do that if you have a connection to the creator, you have a connection with yourself, and you are in line and tapped in with your purpose. See, a lot of dudes don't know this knowledge because it hasn't been given to them. And that's what I'm here for, to show you, to teach you, to guide you. And hopefully I help someone out there become the best version of themselves. But until you do these things that I'm telling you to do, you're just going to be running in circles. Because if you're a true man, it's always going to be something in you, man. I want the best. The best clothes, the best cars, the best life. I want peace. I want I want my life to be exactly how I envision it to be. And to get there, man, you're going to have to put some work in. It's not going to come easy. It's not going to come overnight. It's not going to come too fast or none of that. This stuff takes time, man. So do you think that you deserve the best? That's the question I'm asking. Yes or no? If it's yes, you got to strap your boots up and put that work in, because this ain't going to come overnight. None of this is easy. It's going to be a continuous struggle and fight to be your best self. Because, and one other thing, God first, like I said, self-reflection second, and third, you got to remove anybody out your life that doesn't align with the path that you're on. See, that's the biggest sacrifice that people don't want to take. You still want to hang out with that friend that be on BS. You still want to be around these group of people that don't have any goals, who don't even see their self-worth, who really don't care if they their best self. You got to get around like-minded people that's on the exact same path that you are on. They might be taking a different route, but they still got the same path. They may have took left, you may have took right, but y'all both going the same way. You got to be around those type of people, man. So always remember, God first, self-reflection second, and removing people from around you third. You got to get the dead weight off your shoulders, man. You have to. Otherwise, you're going to keep being your worst self, man. And that connection with the creator is very important, because he controls everything down here. The creator controls everything that's orchestrated on this planet. You got to think about that. How is your connection to God? Do you pray? Do you even believe in a God? Do you try your best to walk in the way that you know God would like to see you walking? God is one of the most important ones. Out of all three of those things I said, God is the most important one. Nothing else can even fall in place if you ain't got God first. I'm going to be for real. Because how you going to self-reflect without God? How you going to have the discernment to move the right people from around you and bring the right people that's in your life without that discernment that comes from God? So the question is, do you think you deserve the best? And if you do you have the strength and the willpower to put that work in? And is you willing to make that sacrifices, that sacrifice of cutting somebody off? This may be a friend that you've been around 10 years. This may be somebody you know your whole life, but they not equipped enough to be on your journey. The way they move and the way you move, y'all on two different paths. Yeah, you like them. Yeah, you love them. But what you are trying to do, all they can do is hinder your growth. They're not trying to do what you're trying to do. Are you willing to cut that person off? These are sacrifices you got to think of every day. Managing your money. Are you willing to say, man, you know what? I ain't buying nothing for 60 days, 90 days. I'm finna stack. I'm finna get my money right so I can make investments. I don't know what I'm gonna invest in yet, but I know once I get to that mark, I'm gonna figure it out. These are questions that you have to ask yourself to be the greatest version of yourself. If not, you're gonna keep, like I said, running in circles, doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. Ain't you tired of that, man? Don't you want to see change in your life? Do you think you deserve the best? That's all I ask. And hopefully within this video that I dropped in enough knowledge, or some knowledge that I could touch at least one person out there. Because it's always somebody who thinks that, man, I deserve the best. Where I just gave you the steps. And I broke down each step. Like I said, first, you got to get a connection with the creator. That's very essential. Second, you need to self-reflect. Third, it's time to remove all the dead weight from around you. Yeah, it may hurt. Yeah, you may feel sad. Yeah, people may talk about you. But always remember, self-preservation It's the first law of nature. You must preserve yourself. Skip what the world say. Skip what your family say. Skip what your friends say. You gotta preserve yourself as a man. That's all I got for y'all today. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that button below. Peace.